let's go fishing. You know it's really great, let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes, let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. And I got my mask on tonight, Mike.
Yeah, you look a lot better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking picture right there. Them others kind of looks bad.
Yeah.
Hey, good.
Yeah, it ain't Halloween no more.
That's right. Good evening, folks, again. Welcome to the night show. We're just tickled to death to be here and trying to be safe. Anyway, we're just glad to be here tonight. Before we get too far out here, I'd like to wish all of you a blessed Merry Christmas. And in case, Mike, just in case that you might be out of town next week fishing somewhere,
Could be.
wish you a happy and a prosperous new year. Could be. Yeah, there's some rumors floating around, you know. So we'll just see how it turns out here next week. Hopefully them rumors we're hearing comes true and we'll be on the water. Yeah, that's the deal, Mike. So next week we're going to show a replay of a good one, we hope, and if it falls that we do get to make the trip out for a day or two, then we may have to, if we don't get to make it, we may be here on next Thursday night. But we're hoping that we're showing a rerun, and that means we're where we want to be.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm figuring on being on the water somewhere, but I don't know exactly
Yeah.
where it's going to be at.
Yeah. We've heard some good rumors from Mount Del Hollow, and we'd like to make another trip out there, and if it's as good as what them boys out there are saying it is, Mike, they may be jumping in the boat time we get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be.
All right, we're going to say hello to Bill and the old Charlie Irwin. I want to thank Jeff Parrott for coming by last week, put on a good show, had some good stuff to look at, and they caught some fish, and just like to thank him for sharing that with us, and that's kind of what we're looking at. The film we got tonight is Mike crappie fishing down on Watts Bar. We'll get into that here in a few minutes. A couple of things I want to tell you about our sponsors. Edgemore Outdoors are going to be open till 1 o'clock tomorrow. So if you've got that last minute Christmas gift that you want to get, stop by there and see those people up there, fine people there at Edgemore Outdoors, and let them help you get what you need there.
Yeah, you better kick your wife out early if you want her to get over and get you something.
Yeah. Yeah. Something similar to that, Mike. But like I said, they're going to be open to 1 o'clock. And then I'm going to go on to Reynolds Racing and Marine. Was down there today. Glenn, when he gets a boat in anymore, it's pretty much gone for, here in the last month or so, he's had a couple of boats that when they showed up, the buyer was there to get them.
Yeah.
And he did tell me today he had a bullet coming in the next few days, but it's coming with the guys, the gentleman that's buying it's getting a Yamaha, and Glenn's going to have a 250 four-stroke. May come available here in the next few days. So if you're interested in that, because they don't. Yeah, I've told you in the past, for the last 3 or 4 months or longer, they don't hang around long. When one hits the floor, it's gone.
Yeah.
And but that you can get on their website and find out a whole lot of things from down at Reynolds Racing and Marine. Like I say, that engine that's going to be swapped out, and he'll have it Pro XS ready to sell, and that kind of thing. So you can stay in touch with him. He'll be more than glad to let you know when it'll be available. You can get on their website and catch up on a whole lot of things there at Reynolds Racing and Marine. I did not get out and take any film down there today. I wished I had them. I was pressed for time, but he's got a nice looking express boat. I think it's a 17, maybe 18 footer, sitting there under the shed. You can look at that. It's a nice looking boat, and he still has that 19 footer over there at this other place there on Ray Street, and so just get on the website and look and browse around and see what's available.
Yeah.
And we appreciate Glenn being the sponsor of the show for sure. Edgemore Outdoors, all those fine people, IUOE, just on down the list, and they're scrolling on the screen, and we do appreciate all of them and thank them for another year here with BBB Communications. I will be in the process of getting the high school guys down here in the next week or so. Blake Roberts and Riley Faulkner, get those two young gentlemen down here and get them on the show here in the next few weeks. And let them tell us about their doing great in the high school tournaments, and so we want to get them down here and be glad to have them. Let's see, Mike. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's just go ahead and get started on this crappie film, and Chandler, if you'll show us put us on a sponsor break, then take us to the film. Okay, man. Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes, light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end and the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. Let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TDA sites, the outside contractors. We're just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment, it's a good chance that you'll see an operating engineer on it, It'd be Barnhard. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David. I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, folks, I'm back down here at Watch Bar again. Got my members out here and got rigged up and everything. I'm going to get out here and try them a little bit. I'll start out a little bit deeper and 45 or something and work my way back up, see if I can figure out where they're at and where I can get a bite. So stick with us and remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. Okay, folks. I think I'm recording. I've caught catfish and stripe and everything in the world. I finally got a hold of one there, felt like a crappie, and it sure was a crappie. Got a crappie. Got my glove. Into this one. What a mess. Yeah. He ain't too big. I don't know if I'll measure him and see him. It sure did hit good anyway. Yeah, we'll check him out and see what he says, I guess. It will. Get back in business, I hope. Should have done had that out. See what he is here. Oh, he just humping the line. He's close. We'll get him next time. Alright, so I got another one. I'm not sure. I think it's a crappie. It may be another one of them catfish. Oh yeah, that's one of them there big bucket mouth. Yeah, big bucket mouth there. Don't have to worry about measuring that. He'll fill the skillet up. No doubt about that fish. Big old fat rascal. Oh, look out. That 15 inches. Let's get him back, see if we can find a few more now. Alright, I've got another one there. Let's see. Yeah, but had to be one of them dang stripers. Anyway, I'm fishing 36, 37, 38 on way. He went from 35 to 40 foot deep. Water temperature was about 52. Still showing 50. Let's see what this one is. Have it off. Another one of them stripes. Goodness. Get him back and try another one. nice, 'cause I'm telling you what, they load up on it. Didn't no more than hit the bottom. He done jumped on it. Let's see what we got here. That's what I saw. There you go, a little drum. Man. Like everything in the dang lakes are feeding but a crappie. Our needle nose get you loose. There you go. Okay, get back after him. Well, that little rascal, come on. Yeah, got him out there, man. Get on down there. He looked like about a 12-incher. Anyway, he got off. I think it's another good crappie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's another good crappie. I got a good hook in him anyway. Yeah, that's a good crappie right there. That's a good 14, 15 inches. Maybe we can find some more like that instead of just them little ones. I think it's a good family. I've lost 4 good crappie here. Trying to get the camera open. Getting it turned on. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Goodness. Get him in the box, see if we can find a few more. All right, I finally got the camera on there. Nice crappie. Yeah, nice. Get him in here, see if we can get a few more of them. That's something dropped right down there. Get one on first daggone thing, but he ain't big enough for nothing, so we'll throw him back and try another one. Okay, folks, it's getting late. I'm gonna get it on the trailer. Hadn't done all that good. I lost several crappies there. Ain't got but four or five here in the live well, but had, like I say, several right there at the boat, put them with the camera, and they got off, but caught a little bit of everything, catfish, stripe everywhere. And it really don't matter about the stripe, whether you fish shallow or fish deep, you're going to catch them. But anyway, I'm going to head toward the trailer and take it to the house. And had a pretty good day. Been fairly nice, just a little bit breezy, but that worked out all right. But anyway, we'll see you on the show, and remember the sponsors. Let's go fishing. Okay, folks, back down here on Watch Bar. We'll try to catch a few more of them crappie again. I put it hooked up at the house, and everything was calm as can be. That's 30 minutes ago, and stopped up there and got a few minnows, and come down here, and everything was calm as could be. And the time I got the boat in the water, it's almost a white capping out there. So, you know, it should come in quick. And, I hope we can find a place out of it that's calm enough to catch a few. So anyway, stick with us, and maybe we can catch some. And remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. Finally found a crappie. Fairly decent crappie. I know you'd do that, you crazy thing. You can't get around a hook with a pair of gloves on, because every time you do, you get hooked. I can't even get the fish off. It's hooked into my gloves. Huh? My goodness gracious. But anyway, had to get in here kind of out of this wind. It's getting plumb terrible out there, that wind was. Getting awful rough. My goodness. Anyway, I finally got him straightened out there. Like I say, that's a pretty good crappie. We'll get him in the box and see if we might be able to find a few more. All right. Okay, folks, I poked around there, found another one. Or he found me, one or the other. But, anyway, another good eater. 11, 12 acres. We get him in the box and maybe we can get a few more. Okay, folks, I found another in there. It'll be pretty small. We'll check him and see. He might keep. I don't think he will, though. Yeah, he's gonna make it. He's 11 for 10 and a half. That's 3. Maybe we can get at least 3 more. At least hope that wind calmed down out there at the white capping pretty bad. We'll stay in here for a little while longer anyway. Maybe we can catch some more. Oh. Come here. That's another nice crappie. Yeah, another nice crappie. Yeah, 12 inches easy. Get him in the boxes. Maybe we can find a few more. Come here. Yeah, there's another one. I think he'll make 11, 10, at least 10, sure. Maybe 11. Check and see. Yeah, sure does. He makes them all. 10 and a quarter. Be all right. Get back after. My goodness. That's a big enough. Big old red eye. Nice. Get back after. Folks, we found another one down there. hit. Checking. Oh yeah. I got 11 inches. Leave them in the box and see if we can find a few more. We may get enough to grease a skillet. Alright, folks, I got one there. He ain't gonna make it. A little bit short. We put him back, see if we can find some more. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, real good. Get him in there, see if we can find a few more there. Got 7 there, it's doing pretty good. Alright, folks, there's another keeper. I missed 2 or 3 right here. Bites. Stephanie finally got that one keeper there. We'll see if we can find a few more. Alright, we got another one here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You'll be close. Yeah, you gonna make it too. Maybe we can find a couple more. Let's see. Yeah. That's a nice one. Real nice one. Okay. Like that. We'll put him in the box and see if we can't get another one. That's a good crop. It's a real good crop. Trying to find places out. This wind is the problem. Keep blowing you off. Tried to 3 or 4 other places over there. The way that wind's coming both directions here. Anyway, finally got it around here on this corner right here, and hopefully we can stay out of it a few minutes, but may catch a few more, so stick with us and we'll see what we can do. Alright, folks, food right there. Found a pretty good in there. You can see him, he's nice crappie. See, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. That thing got zoomed in too far there. But anyway, that's a hefty one right there. Yeah, big pattern. All right. Maybe we can get another one of them. Okay, folks. I'm gonna put it on the trailer and head toward the house, and got a pretty good limit there. So anyway, you to remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing.
All right, Mike. Looked like you done pretty good. You said you found the camera, it zoomed in there on that second day there. But anyway, it was good to see you catch them. Tell us about it.
Well, 2 weeks ago, the only way I
Mike's off. Yep, I guess it is. Good deal. It's on now. He's bumped his butt.
Bumped, I guess. 2 weeks ago, I put in Blue Springs. Water temperature was 54, and I tried a lot of different depths and different structure there, and started out with a minnow and a floater, and never got the first hit, and kept moving around trying different things, and finally got out there on the channel, and I was fishing between 30 and 40 feet most of the time. It was around 35, and found a few fish out there. I think I had 6 keepers is all. Had a couple get off right there at the boat while I was trying to get the camera turned on.
Yeah.
Stuff, but mostly it was dang striping catfish. You know, if you could keep them off your hook, you could probably catch a crappie out there that day. But that's mostly what it was a striping the catfish. And you know, I come back down Sunday there and put in at Caney Creek, and man, when I left the house, it was just as calm and nice as could be, and I got down to Midtown there to get some minnows, and a little bit of breeze blowing, not much, and got over to the launch ramp. And as soon as I put the boat in the water, it seemed like it started to blowing, and then it just got harder and harder. And within 30 minutes, it was white capping down through there. And I went down to one of the hollers on the right down there, and it seemed like the wind was blowing out a bit. And I thought, now, how in the world is it doing that and blowing down the lake at the same time? So I went back over to the other side and started back around in the creek there, and started catching some there on some structures there, and it was around 20 foot deep. And I tried going back out 2 or 3 different times to get on some deeper stuff and see what's going on, but it was just everywhere I went. It was just so dang rough, you couldn't stay out there on nothing. And some of the hollers down through there, the wind was either blowing out of it or blowing in it. So dang hard you couldn't get on nothing. And, but I ended up with a dozen crappie. Had, I think, 4 of them was pretty decent crappie. Around that 14-inch mark, but most of them were just, 10, 11 inches.
Yeah. Well,
51 degree water and stuff.
51 degree water.
So, yeah.
But you was back in the mouth of a creek there, I noticed there, and what you said earlier, and trying to stay out of the wind where you could fish.
Yeah. Yeah, it was white capping out there awful. And, like I say, when I went on down toward Thief Neck there, and it seemed like wind was coming from both directions at the same time.
Right.
And it's rough to find a place that you can get on,
Yeah. Well, Mike, we've talked about this a lot in the last several times. If if the electronics has just got so high tech anymore, but for those people that have a hard time don't have the high tech electronics, if your fish locator shows you something on the bottom, and you drop your minnows down in there and you're bumping around on brush, that's what it looks like, and that's what you're looking for, and that kind of thing, so you can find them. Yeah,
if you've got the old flasher unit and you got a 0 up top and it's 60 foot all the way around, and you run up on something different lines, or you got a bottom line or whatever depth you're at there, say 30 foot, and then if there's anything above at bottom and show a different lines. If there's fish there, they're there too. But a lot of times you don't know whether it's fish or brush. So when you drop down in there and you go to filling that brush, you know there's something there. So if you're riding around, anytime you see them lines come up, and you know I'll be able to check it out and see what's there.
Yeah, I know. Shucks. Years ago, when you take that little fish finder up on the front of the boat, at the time, you drop a little old 1/8 ounce grub down there and just watch it come up and down on the, you know, it just looks like a handsaw going on. And then whenever we're crappie fishing in your boat or mine, either one, and your minnows there in the cone of that transducer, you watch that thing come up and down. You know, every time you pick that sinker and them minnows up, why it looks like a handsaw.
Yeah, sure does.
And so you can find them fish. You just kind of look around for them a little bit. And nowadays, shucks, with all the technology they got now on this electronics, you just a lot of these guys, you know, they just, old Sam, he says, we go up through there and I take that side scan. We just pick the biggest ones, blips, you know, out of the school when we get them in the boat while we move on to another place, you know. So they are, they're really good, you know, on the fishing. There ain't no two ways about it. I saw a picture, and I told that guy to send it to me. This fella had 2 smallmouth. They had, out of the best 5 fish, they were on Lake Michigan. And on the best 5 fish, they weighed almost 37 pounds. Shucks, far mighty, man. I said, man, where's this place at? And it was, he didn't send it to me. I told him, I said, make sure you send that to me. So he must have forgot it. But the fella had 2 of them holding them up, 2 of the best ones. But the 5 best fish they caught that day was almost 37 pounds in them 5 fish, smallmouth.
Yeah.
And I thought, golly bum.
Everything I've seen and everything I've talked to some people that's been up there fishing on them lakes, Great Lakes and some of the others there, and them rivers, and a 5-pound smallmouth is pretty normal.
Yeah, that's...
you know, but they don't get much bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while you hear somebody saying they caught a 6-pounder up there.
Right.
But that 5-pounder seemed to me like they got a lot of them.
Yeah, and this old boy, I was talking to him, he had the pictures there, and he was telling me about he was out there in his kayak fishing. He caught a 9.5 off of Chickamauga down there crappie fishing. Yeah. Yeah, and he said there's this big old stump out there, and he said, you know, I just throwed that little old Bobby Garland out there and sitting there, 6-pound test line, said, little old light head. Said, I picked up on the rod and said, dadgum, I've hung up on that stump. He said about that time, that thing, he said it come loose. And he said, then I knew I had a fish, but didn't know what kind it was. And he said that son gonna come up there and roll up there. And he said, gosh, almighty, and he said, pulled that kayak all over the place before he could get it in. And, you know, him fighting that fish, and he had a nice picture, and weighed 9 pounds 5 ounces. So, a dandy. He caught it on that 6-pound test line and a little old Bobby Garland grub.
Well,
I mean, heck, them fish, you know, they take whatever. They don't call nothing, buddy. They can catch it. They'll hit it.
don't take nothing for them to suck it in.
Suck it in. Yeah, they flex them gills, open that mouth. It's like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And he said, I just when I seen it, he said, I just kept thinking, gosh, that little old hook's going to be in, it's going to be in, it's going to be in. He said, he fooled around there and fought that thing for a while and said it finally just give up. He said, I just pulled it over the side of the boat, reach and grab it.
Yes, sir.
So there's been, and that was the second fish that I'd seen. Another boy had a picture of a young feller caught one down there, weighed 9.7 or 9.8, something like that, just a day or two before that boy caught that in last weekend when he caught it down there crappie fishing.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, so that was 2 fish over 9 pound that I seen pictures of that come off there last week.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of them holler big baits, big fish, and all this stuff, but you know, I've caught daggone catfish go over 50 pound, and both of them either hit a little old minnow or a little old hair fly.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be small bait and
Yeah, I know.
suck them in.
Yeah.
And them people, there's a lot of them don't believe them fish can suck that bait in like that, but I've watched them down there just like they're nesting, and you throw that dang sinkhole in there and pull it up out of that nest and set down there, and they just swim up there and just, it's like you took an air hose and they'd blow it out 2 or 3 foot out of that nest.
Yeah.
You know, so if they can blow that thing out there for, they can suck
Oh,
it in.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they ain't no 2 ways about it. They can do that, Mike. That's for sure, without a doubt. What are you thinking about your crappie? I mean, you caught them others out there in about 32 foot of water, and the ones you caught this past weekend was what, 20, 25?
Yeah, but I seen and heard people talking about catching some shallow, 7, 8 foot deep in some structure, but I ain't done that yet. But the main thing I've noticed is that the minnows is starting to move out there. Big clusters of minnows, you're starting to see them out there. A lot of them suspended out there in the hollers and out in the channel and stuff. You know, they may be down there 25, 35 foot deep or something, but you'll see them balls of minnows down there, like they trying to get down there where it's warmer and stuff. So to me, they ain't gonna do nothing but get deeper.
Well, I'm surprised you hadn't caught a walleye or 2 down there, Mike, with them crappie, you know, with them minnows and stuff. Because I know there's some, you know, them guys, TWRA's been stocking them walleye in for several years.
I'm thinking that them walleye ain't relating to that structure like the crappie is. I think they're just random out there swimming around, you know. The reason so many people catch them on them trolling with them plugs at certain depths and stuff, because they're just out there random chasing them minnows in the ball. You know, they ain't locked down on any structure like the crappie. Been catching a few bass out there too. I mean, it ain't nothing to catch one just like them stripe out there 38, 40 foot deep, and all of a sudden you've got a little bass on.
Yeah.
You know.
They were, boy, at work had some pictures of this, you know, these guys is all on Facebook and stuff, and I seen some pictures there at work there that he had on his camera where some nice smallmouth caught on Norris this past week. Yeah. So some jerk baits and hair flies and Ned rigs and then a few on swim baits. So Norris seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I've seen several pictures, you know. He just kept scrolling through his phone there, showing me these pictures that these guys had fish, you know. And so that sounds good. I mean, it's with the water temperature still up in the 50s. Shoot, them fish, I mean, they're out there hunting for something to eat.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yes,
know,
sir.
that's not got too cold for them, you know, right yet. And so maybe it might be a pretty good trip up there on Norris. They've been catching quite a few fish. But several fish on the jerk baits and swim baits for sure, you know. So it's I don't know what the weather forecast is supposed to be. Halfway, what, 60 degrees there Saturday?
Yeah, it's
Predicted.
gonna be I think in the 50s tomorrow, upper 50s, and then 60s for Saturday, but I think they were saying something about being a little breezy.
A little breezy.
So, you know.
Well, that don't sound good, Mike. That's not worth a hoot. Don't mind a little riffle on the water, but it's shucks. That dang Lewiston Sea gets rougher than a cob.
It do.
I mean, you're trying to fish out there in the deeper water, and that wind's blowing one way, either from Andersonville to Lost Creek or Lost Creek to Andersonville.
Had to be blowing up from down at the dock back up.
Yeah.
Be coming out of the south.
And he gets, and the farther towards Lost Creek you get, the rougher it gets. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. May try to make a trip here this weekend. Hopefully it can, you know, even with things going. Now, is that Saturday or Friday or Saturday when
They was talking Friday and Saturday.
So I'm going. Well, the thing you're going to have to do, Mike, is start down the river, fishing back towards Stardust and Sequoia and on down into the up the Powell a few little ways, you know, kind of twist and turn and get out of that, because that's a dead drop in that Lewiston Sea.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it gets rough real quick, and so we may have to go in behind the ridges there in a place or two.
Yes, sir.
To get a bite on something. All righty. Folks, do remember, like I said there earlier in the show, the Edgemore Outdoors is going to be open till 1 o'clock tomorrow. And Tim's Tires, I think they're closed tomorrow. And Glenn Reynolds is going to be closed the rest of the week. And give everybody a break. So I hope you've got all your Christmas shopping done. For those kind of places, I am going to try to go to Edgemore for a little bit there in the morning. Got some things I need to look at. I hope my gift cards come in.
Yeah, if you can't figure out what somebody wants, just get them a gift card.
Yeah, that's a good deal, Mike, for sure. Can't do without that. Do remember our sponsors. There's a lot of sponsors there on the bottom of the screen that we've put on to try to help them, like Zach's Rustic Flags and the Gibbons Creations and that kind of thing. Do remember those fine people. We want to thank them for helping us out. Let's see, Mike. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go off the air here, or we're going to quit talking and let Chandler show her sponsor breaks again. Like I said, we can't do the show without them. Want to thank each and every one of those fine people that's helped us keep the show going. We're looking forward to a good year ahead of us, and try to do some things different. Mike, I got to get Mike on this drone business. You know, he's got too many. He's jerking and fishing too much for these crappie. I've got to get him on this drone business and shooting some film from up high. You know, Mike, what I'm talking about?
Well, you know, Jeff Parrott said he was kind of worried about maybe crashing it in the water.
Well, you can't keep crashing them into the water now, Mike. That's out of the question.
You better put some floaters on it.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to have some with floaters on them, I've heard. I don't know, but yeah. I'm going to let you practice a little bit on dry land first.
Yeah.
Huh?
Put some sticks on them. That stick out there with some big styrofoam floaters on it there, it can't sink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to get you involved in that and see if that'll help us a little bit, and I think it will. Anyway, folks, like I said earlier, wishing each and every one of you a blessed Merry Christmas, and a safe New Year's and a prosperous New Year's in case we're not here next week. You know, hopefully we'll be on the water.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas is a little hard to get away from, leave the family and everything, but come New Year's, a little easier to hit the road, get in the water. So we're going to be listening to some phone calls and stuff and stay in touch with Bill. He's got a lot of people out there on Dale Hollow, keeps Bill informed on how the fishing's doing and what's going on. I think I told you last week there's three of them standing on the end of the dock there at Star Point, and they caught about, I think, 6 or 7 nice smallmouth off that road bed.
But there was 4 or 5 of them when we was out there before fishing off the dock.
Yeah, they continuously do that out there this time of year. So anyway, like I said, God bless you all. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week, possibly, if not the week after. All right. Hey, folks, we're over here at Edgemore Outdoors and got Vance back here. They've got a new selection of, what is this called now, Vance?
This is all queen tackle.
Queen tackle, okay.
It's all tungsten. They got tungsten weights, flipping weights. They got drop shot weights. All the jigs are all tungsten heads. There's flipping jigs, football jigs. There's swim jigs down here too. That's all of it's tungsten. There's shaky heads right here.
Okay,
That's
all tungsten stuff. Well, Vance got my attention with one thing. He's got, you can take any jig. Vance, get some of those bills. The chatterbait bills?
These aren't tungsten, but you can take this little chatterbait here and you can make a jig or a
any
swim
jig,
bait, any kind of head.
Throw and put a shaky head on it.
Yep.
Son of a gun. I was just wondering how long that was going to take.
They've got different sizes in the blades there. There's silver, gold, and black.
Silver, gold, and black, different sizes in the blades. And like you said, you can take a white jig that you're flipping and put that dang bill on it, and you got you a chatterbait.
That's right.
Well, I wish me and you had thought of that. Folks, listen, do get by here, Edgemore Outdoors. Just swing around here, look at, gosh, I mean, man, you know, I mean, the racks are hanging full of stuff, line, oil, just everything in the world here at Edgemore Outdoors. Jim and his crew would be more than glad to help you find what you need back here on the thing. I mean, it's just, I just hadn't had a chance to get over here. I've been wanting to come by and make a new film, advertisement for Edgemore Outdoors, and we just thank you for their support here over the years, keeping the show going, and it's just you know, row after row of tackle, baits, plastics, crappie stuff, catfish stuff. They've got live bait, reels, rods. I mean, it's just, if you're looking for it, more than likely they have it over here. So do come by, stop in here and visit with Edgemore Outdoors, and I'm pretty sure you'll be satisfied and they can help you find what you need. Hey folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, 620 Ray Street here in Kingston. Got Mr. Glenn Reynolds here with us. Glenn, tell us about this beautiful Bullet boat sitting here.
Okay, this is the latest deal. It's called SST. It's 21 foot long. Has a lot of key features inside. It's actually got three. It's got 3 coolers, so you keep your beverages plenty cool. got a little wider front end up front.
Uh-huh.
And it's got the recessed foot pedal for the new spot lock trolling motors that I'm going to try to sell Steve one.
Yes, sir.
And, it's a pretty silver and red.
Boy, it's beautiful. It really
Got
is.
the new 250R.
250R on that thing, folks. Man, this thing looks sharp.
That's just one boat. Of course, we got it in the background here.
Yeah.
We've got several side-by-sides.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then...
oh, there's the big 5-seater. That's a 5-seater. Man, dadgummit,
we've
Glenn.
got a lot of side-by-sides.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got, of course, this is
Allison?
this is Allison color Pro Series.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's called a Pro Elite.
Pro Elite. Okay.
And it's got, I guess here is some of the, you can get this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Got a TV screen in the front, Glenn.
Yeah. And it raises it up. It's called an E-pad.
Right.
And Allison has a patent on this, I think.
Uh-huh.
And you can raise it up where you can, if you're a tall guy, you can still see
it. Yeah, yeah.
That's sort of unique.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, we've got the Allisons and the Bullets on this side.
Right. Oh, man. We've got the twin yellows here, don't we?
Got the twin yellows. One's yellow and white, one's yellow and black. This one will be in Mercury's brochure. I went down and made some pictures at Joe Whittle Lake, and it should be coming out pretty soon in the brochure.
Right, right.
And, of course, it has the E-pad, it has the spot lock.
Uh-huh.
I call it Ultrex.
Right.
Now, this is called a 21 RDC. It's a raised deck wheel console.
Uh-huh.
And it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and
It's one of my favorites.
it's a beautiful boat.
Good.
Yes, sir.
And now it's got the new 300R on it.
Uh-huh. 300R, man.
And, but we can mix and match any engine combination just about you want.
Yeah.
Some people want 300, some wants 200, some wants 250s.
Yeah.
And but we're normally selling 250 and $300, you say.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we got a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff, Glenn. Glenn, you want to mention something about the pontoon boat sitting over there?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Got a veranda pontoon boat here. Man, that thing is beautiful.
And I guess over here we get a close-up.
Yeah.
Everybody else has got plywood bottom. It's got what we call a cooling slot. Mm-hmm. It's all aluminum. It never soak up any moisture or water.
Yeah.
And probably last, no reason why it wouldn't last a lifetime or two, you know?
Yep.
And we can get up in it and...
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind.